I've been. All the places and spaces I've been.
Hi, Tony Bellamy here at Places and Spaces. You know how we do. I'm located here today at 1698 Broadway, which is across the street where that Bank of America is located, between 52nd and 53rd Street, where the Palladium Ballroom stood. The Palladium Ballroom was where mambo music was created. Mambo music is connected to the rumba and Afro-Cuban sounds of Havana, Cuba. But what the Palladium Ballroom gained fame for in 1948 was because of Tito Puente, the great Machito, and Tito Rodriguez, otherwise known as the Big Three. They had hit after hit from 1948 through the 1950s with such hits as Picadillo, Asia Minor, and Mambo No. 5, which was an international hit during the Mambo craze. But what really made this place were the dancers that came here and would line up around the corner to get into the place that was located on the second floor. Now, they created some incredible dance styles, dancing to the rhythms of the bands that were just creating incredible grooves. And those dance styles were the merengue, cha-cha-cha, and pachanga. There were dance contests, leg contests, beautiful, handsome couples. Everybody of all creeds and races wanted to get into the Palladium Ballroom. They also said, if you were a musician or a band and you didn't play at the Palladium Ballroom, well, you just weren't official, okay? Now, the Palladium Ballroom was also close by to the jazz capital of the world, or the jazz corner of the world. Right next door was Birdland. All you had to do was go downstairs. Around the corner was the Onyx and Kubop City. So because of that close proximity, many jazz musicians would sit in with the Latin band. So you could say Latin meets jazz was happening already during that time. Besides that, it drew many celebrities. You had Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Ella Fitzgerald, Dizzy Gillespie, Billie Holiday, and then there was Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando would sit in with the bands, playing the congas and the bongos. I was trying to figure out the connection, and I said, maybe it's Rita Moreno. I don't know. Also, there was a film based on the Palladium Ballroom called The Mambo Kings in 1992, starring Armand Assante and Antonio Banderas, with guest appearances by Tito Puente, Machito, Desi Arnaz, and the great Mongo Santa Maria. And Wayne Shorter, he of Weather Report, wrote a tune called The Palladium as a tribute to the great club that once stood here. All right. There was also the other side. There were mobsters, pimps, and some drugs that was going on. Everybody wanted to get in here trying to do their thing. But the place closed, not because of that, but because of the waning popularity, as they say, in Latin music. So closed in 1966, the Palladium. Or did it? Places and Spaces. You know, I did say at the other place that the Palladium Ballroom closed. Or did it? We're here located at 126 East 14th Street, where the Academy of Music once existed at this location. Okay, it was an opera house built in 1927. It was a concert hall, a nightclub. It was a theater. It was all of those things that happened here. But in September of 1976, the place was renamed from the Academy of Music to the Palladium. Now, as a young man, I was coming here at 19 years old, in college and out of college, to see some great shows that had Chick Corea, Return to Forever, Lenny White, Al Di Meola, Stanley Clarke, as well as Weather Report with Peter Erskine, Jaco Pastorius, Wayne Shorter, and Joseph Zawinul, along with Noel Pointer as well, and Jean-Luc Ponty. I saw all this with the heads, as we said. All the heads came down here to see this great music at that time, along with WRBR 106.7 and The Village Voice presented these great shows. Had some great times here, conscious and unconscious, with the clouds, if you know what I mean. But in 1985, this place changed and became the Palladium Nightclub. They completely took out the seats, put in a dance floor, sound system, DJs, and I was here on the scene too, dressed to the nines, checking out the club, having a good time and dancing. And it was also during the club era, from the late 1970s through the 1990s, early 1990s, where there were all these clubs, Danceteria, there was the Limelight, the Garage, Harlem World, Union Square, Club Sauvage, Bentley's, the Red Parrot, were all happening at that time. But like all good things, it came to an end in 1996. NYU, New York University, purchased the building, demolished it, and built a dormitory. They called it the Palladium. Now, I did say that Wayne Shorter wrote a tune called the Palladium on Heavy Weather album as a tribute to the Palladiums. And I'll say it was to the two Palladiums in New York City on Places and Spaces. Now you know.